Welcome to RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. I'm excited to say that it's a new year. As you're watching this show, it is 2019 and it keeps on getting better. And I've talked about setting goals, having New Year's resolutions. In fact, that's very important. And usually what ends up happening is everybody gets excited in the new year. This year I'm going to lose weight. More people are in the gyms in January than any other month of the year. Unfortunately, February, it goes back to where it was because people don't follow through with it at all. So that's why it's important that you write it down. What do you want to accomplish this year? You want to make sure that you keep on growing because that's what life is all about. No matter what level that you reach, you want to keep on growing. It's all about evolving. Many people will say to me, Rich, why don't you retire? And I'm like, and do what? I love what I do. I love life. I'm excited about life. And it has nothing to do with the money at all. Sure, the money's great, but I just love growing. I want to keep on getting better no matter what level that I achieve. I want to keep on evolving. I want to keep on growing because once you stop growing, you start shrinking. So remember, that's what it's all about. So as you're writing out your resolutions and your goals, and you should do this all the time. It doesn't matter if it's January, February, or September, whatever time of the year it is, always have goals. So you write it all out. What do you want to accomplish this year? If it's a financial thing, you don't want to just say, well, I just want to make a lot of money, or I just want to pay my bills, or I just want to get out of debt. That's not specific enough. It's important that you know exactly what you want in that financial area. I'd like to save this amount of money by such and such a time. So if you're doing it for the whole year, from January through December, I'd like to save this amount of money here, and you write it out. Okay, and once you've got that established, write out a plan. And once you've got the plan, then you just simply go for it. If you want to be debt-free, there is a book out there that's been fantastic for many, many people. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that. It's how to get out of debt, and it's called Total Money Makeover. It's by Dave Ramsey. He does a radio show, and it's fantastic. And it's all not rocket science at all. It's just following a plan. So if you want to get out of debt, you've got to find out what is it going to take for me to get out of debt. You're going to write out all your debts from your biggest to your smallest. What you owe the most, right down to maybe a $30 medical bill. And what you're going to do is you're going to map out a plan. I'm going to pay this, everything's all written out there, and you're going to pay all the minimums until the bottom one, and you're going to attack that one. And once you've got that crossed off your list, pay all the minimums, and do the same thing. Attack the next one. And well, why are you doing this? Say, why don't you just throw a whole bunch everywhere? This is a plan because having accomplishments means something. When you can look at, well, I got rid of that $30 bill. Right now, my next one is $80. I'm going to attack that one. Pay all the minimums, attack that one. And keep on moving up. And then you're finding yourself getting progress. And when you get progress and you have accomplishments, you feel good about yourself. Otherwise, what ends up happening is you have no plan. It's like, yeah, I want to get out of debt. How are you going to do it? I don't know. I just take a credit card and take a loan and do that. You can't borrow your way out of debt. Remember that. It's all a behavior change. It's all a mindset. You get rid of that. So once you've got all that done, you keep moving up, and before you know it, you're going to say, I am debt-free. What does that mean? I have freedom. I don't owe anybody any money at all. And you can accomplish that, and it doesn't matter how much you make. If you don't make a lot, it's going to take a little bit longer. You want to work on making more money. That certainly does help. Whatever it takes to do that, you just keep on increasing your income. So that's a plan. And once you have a plan, you just go for it. It's the same thing with if you want to lose weight. Okay, well, what's your goal this year? Well, I want to lose weight. Okay, well, how much? I don't know. I just want to lose weight. That doesn't cut it. You got to write out exactly where you want to be achieving, at what point, what your goal is, and then you map out a plan. What's it going to take for me to do that? It's real simple. There's so many different formulas that are out there, but find one that works. I think the one that really does work is eat less and exercise. Not a big scientific method at all. And you just go for it. If you want to exercise more, start out slow. You know, when I first started exercising, I went years and years and years and years without exercising at all. And I started, okay, I'm going to do some push-ups every day. I'm going to do sit-ups every day. I'm going to do jumping jacks every day. I'm going to go for a little walk. The first day, I think I did about 10, if that, right? I may have done one, but 10, or, you know, a couple push-ups, and I was way out of shape. I went for a walk, and my feet were hurting, and I was dragging, but I worked my way through it. I didn't do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 jumping jacks the first day. I worked my way up to it, and I found myself, before too long, doing 25, and then doing 50. And now I'm up to 100, and now I'm doing 35-minute walks, and I even joined a group on Saturdays. It's kind of a Christian CrossFit group called F3. So these guys are nuts. They're crazy. We're out there on Saturday morning doing all kinds of workouts, but it's fun. It's great fellowship at the same time. So that's a plan, and that's wonderful. And once you do that, you start feeling better about yourself. So what areas in your life do you find that you need improvement on? Is it in the financial area? Is it in the employment area? Whatever you're doing, many of you watching the show obviously are with Retriever Merchant Solutions. How can you improve? How can you become a top representative with us? Does it just happen? Why do these guys over and over again be top performers? You know, you see the Bob Saunders, the Frank Robins, the Daniel Bankstons. They're always at the top of the list. Why? Ricardo Alfonso at the top of the list. You could say, well, they're just good sales guys. You know, that's all. Nothing to do with it. I've met many, many people that are super talented that don't accomplish hardly anything. These guys have a plan, and they map out every week what they're going to be doing. It's not just happening. You know, they know exactly what it takes. And they'll map out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And they follow their system. And they work it 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day. They drive out to the areas, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. They contact merchants. They have great follow-ups. They're organized. They write things in their book. They're on their laptops. They know exactly what they need to do to accomplish success. That's having a plan. That's growing. That's what this is all about. We don't rest on our laurels. It's a new year. We all start out at the same level. It's time to make it happen. What are you going to accomplish this year? As a Retriever Merchant Solutions representative, what are you hoping to accomplish? How much money would you like to earn this year? What would you like your residual income to be at the end of this year? How much money are you going to save? If you're going to buy a house, what's it going to take to buy that house? What level are you going to be with this company? Do you want to grow? What type of promotion do you want? How far do you want to go? It's all up to you, and you never become satisfied. You've heard me talk about this, residual-itis. People have that with Retriever Merchant Solutions. They reach a certain level. It's like, oh, I'm comfortable. That's it. I don't need to work anymore. That's great. That's fantastic. We want to make sure we have proper balance. We enjoy life, but you always want to keep on growing, because when you keep growing, here's a fact. You feel wonderful about yourself. You feel good about yourself because you're constantly growing. You're constantly evolving. There was a picture, I posted this on Facebook, and you can look at this. There's a picture of myself and my wife from 2009, and they have this challenge that's going out right now. It says, how far have you aged in the last 10 years, or how bad has the last 10 years been? And it showed a picture of my wife and myself, and we were not working out back then, and our lifestyle of eating and everything else was not very good, and it showed where we are today. And I looked at it, I'm like, man, I mean, a complete difference. You would think it would be the opposite, and I'm not bragging, but I'm bragging, right? And I look back, we got some great compliments about that. We looked younger 10 years later than we did from 2009, and I wrote at the bottom, here's our 10-year How did we age program right here, and I put at the bottom, can't wait till 2029 with a big smiley face. So that's what it's all about. You know, we're going to keep improving. We're going to keep on getting better. It's fantastic. That's what life is. So keep growing and keep improving, and look for ways to do that. How do you do that? Read books, hang around with positive people, eat the right foods, get healthy, get excited about life. Every day's a gift. Get excited about living. Get excited about who you're hanging around with. Get excited about your future. Get excited about your business opportunities. Just get excited, because that's what we're doing. So I am very excited, and I'm ready to share some great things. We just had a summit. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it in Arizona. I'm going to share with you what I talked about at that summit, and it's going to be a review for those of you that were at the summit, but I think it bears repeating because it's my message for you for this year in 2019. So we're going to take a short break. I will be right back. Get excited. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Hi, it's Rich Norton. I am a board member for the Haven Horse Ranch in St. Augustine, Florida. This is a wonderful ministry that specializes in equine therapy for special needs children. What an amazing ministry. If you'd like to support this ministry, go to havenhorseranch.org, havenhorseranch.org in St. Augustine, Florida, and you will bless somebody and you'll get blessed yourself. Appreciate you doing that. God bless.
Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner here with the sign of Hands and Feet. We want you to go out and donate. We want you to go see them. God bless each and every one of you. Support, support, support.
Amen.
Amen. Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt here from Skinner. Hey, I want you to donate to the Hands and Feet, West Side. West Side's the best side. There you go. That's where I was born at. Anyway, hey, listen, they're feeding homeless vets, homeless people, helping people recover. They're a good organization. Don't forget, donate to the Hands and Feet, West Side. God bless.
Hello everybody, I'm Amy Gandy from Hands and Feet Foundation. It is a nonprofit organization, 501c3, that my husband and I started 4 years ago. What we do is we feed the least of these. We help the least of these in our community and everywhere else if they want to come. We have hot meals every day from 12:30 to 2. After we eat, we have a Bible study every day. We have clothes, food. Once a month we have free doctors, free psychiatrists, a free optometrist, dentist, and these are real licensed practitioners. And we have haircuts on Mondays. We help people get into rehab and detox from drug addiction, life on the street where they need help. We have homeless shelters that we facilitate with, that if they want to get off the street, we help homeless veterans get off the street because there's no reason they should be out. And how we do all this, we do it for free from donations, volunteers, and from people like y'all. We would like for you to look us up on Facebook, Hands and Feet Westside. We'd like for you to look at our website, handsandfeetfoundation.org. Our address is 7478 103rd Street, Jacksonville, Florida, 32210. The Bible says that when you have done unto the least of these, you have done unto me. Thank you.
Hey everybody, go to handsandfeetfoundation.org and support them. Don't forget, support, support, support. For the Son of Man who came to seek and save the lost. Luke 19:10.
Hi, it's Rich Norton here with Retriever Merchant Solutions. I'm here with my good friend, Jason Woodward. We have amazing opportunities. Tell them all about it, Jason.
Not only do you get commission up front every single week and get paid on it, but we also make residual income. So let me explain to you what that is. My dad told me my whole life, no matter how successful I was in sales, until I made money while I was sleeping, I was not successful. Well, guess what? Residual income is making money while you're sleeping. So now I'm successful, and we want to help you be successful too.
We'll teach you, we'll train you. Give me a call, Rich Norton at 904-434-4635, or you can email, tell them the email address.
It's opportunity.rps@gmail.com. We want you.
All right, welcome back to RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. We're excited about the new year and we're excited about life. We had a fantastic, wonderful summit. And every year with Retriever Merchant Solutions, we have a summit in January. Usually the summits have either been in Chicago, Illinois, or in Jacksonville, Florida, or Ponte Vedra Beach at the Sawgrass Marriott, or Orlando, Florida. We've always chosen one of those three areas. And this year we did something different. We went to Scottsdale, Arizona, and it was absolutely fabulous. We stayed at the Camelback Marriott, and it was a great property, just completely different. We're up in the little mountains and all the cactus around, and it's just wonderful. Got to go out through walks in the morning when I did my morning walk. walking up through the little mountain area and playing some praise music in my ear. And it was absolutely wonderful. And everybody that was there, they were just pumped up and excited. And Brian Campstra announced that we're going back to Orlando, and everybody was like, oh, like Orlando's rough. But, you know, we love Orlando. We love going there. But everybody really loved the property. They loved the area. So I believe in 2 years we'll be going back out there again. I think that's going to be part of our rotation. I think we should do summits in different areas all around the country. That would be fantastic. But we loved it. It was great. And on these summits, just so you know, because you really want to make a decision to qualify to go on these summits. And what does it take to qualify? We're looking for full-time representatives that are consistent. They're consistently out there working. Many of the representatives that were out there were fairly new in the business. When Brian Campstra asked in the beginning, how many of you are brand new, this is your first summit, I think there was at least 25, maybe more. And that's exciting to see. It goes to show that our company's growing, and we're going to continue to grow. We have so many opportunities, and we're expanding all over the country. So it was great, and to qualify, just go to work and make sure you're there for the next summit. And I know many new people coming in will want to go to the summit that we have. So it's in January, and we take 2 days. We stay at the nice hotel, Marriott property, and we have a meeting for 2 days. And during these meetings, we're introducing new programs and new products that we have available, and we're doing some reviews. For example, we talked about the clover. We had Tony Martinez do a great presentation on how he sells the clover, and that was very helpful. Learn about these products. Also, we have a new product coming out. I don't exactly remember the name, but it's similar to the NMI. You'll have information on that from our account managers. Make sure you get that information. It seemed to be, from what I gather and what I saw, newer product, even better than NMI, and a lot more features that it has. So that's available also. Many of the vendors were there. You know, we had Deja Vu was out there with their terminals, and they were showing them from their tables. We had PAX terminals, which was new to me because I haven't sold any of those, so it was nice to see them. We have Mint available, and they were sponsoring a lot of the lunches and the breakfasts and the dinners. So kudos to all the companies that came out there, and we learned all about the products and services. While we were there, we recognized the top representatives in the company, the top 5 salespeople. Daniel Bankston was the #1 salesperson in the company for several years now. He's been doing that, so great job. I'm blessed to say within our group, we've got the powerhouse group. We took 4 out of the next 4 positions. Bob Saunders, #2, #1 in leasing. #3 was Frank Robins, great job from Frank. And then Amy Callahan, who's excited to be in our group. We're excited to have her within our group. And Ricardo Alfonso, who also is fairly new with the company and had a fantastic year. Rookie of the Year went out to Mark Torbett, so he was recognized. And there was well over 100 people that were there, so it was nice to be recognized in front of our peers, in front of our Retriever family. There was other awards given away. They recognized the President's Club, myself and Daniel Bankston, all the double diamond, the diamond winners, and the people that have won the trip to Turks and Caicos. So it was great. We had a fantastic speaker that came out by the name of J.R. Martinez. You may have remembered him from Dancing with the Stars. He actually won. He was an Iraqi war veteran that got blown up, basically, and he was sharing his testimony and what he went through. Very powerful story. Very, very emotional, very inspirational at the same time, so he shared some great things with us. We also had Brian Campstra talk about some of the new things, some of the exciting things going on. We have a new contest coming up. You'll learn more about that. We are actually going to be going to the Bahamas, the one and only resort, which you get your own butler for every room, so it's going to be fantastic. So great things, and at the end of the second day, I got to close the meeting. So thank you to everyone at Retriever, and to Brian Campstra, all the leaders, all of our group leaders, our board members. Thank you for all your encouragement, for all your support, and all that you do. And I wanted to share with you what was laid upon my heart. And I talked about my experiences, and I was saying that all over the room there are wonderful stories, wonderful testimonies of second chances. And it's incredible. And as I looked around the room, I was looking into people's eyes, and you could just see it. You felt it. And everybody was so grateful for the second opportunity that they were able to have just because they landed a position with Retriever Merchant Solutions. Brian Campstra talked about the 20th anniversary of Retriever and showed an incredible, emotional, powerful video. If you get a chance, if you haven't seen that, watch that. It's about 20 minutes long. You will be uplifted, break out the tissue, you will be moved. It was unbelievable. It was absolutely fantastic. You'll want to watch that over and over again. But I shared about second chances, and I shared my testimony. And I said this, when I started with 2002, I was at a very low point in my life. I had gone through a second divorce. I was broke. I was almost homeless. And I didn't mind being transparent with everybody because people say, "Oh, you're like you?" No, but yeah, and it was about as low as can be. A dark, dark time in my life, and thankfully, I landed a position with Retriever, and it gave me the opportunity to kind of make it happen again. And I say, thank God for second chances and third chances and fourth chances. But I made the decision that I'm going to make it happen with Retriever, and I'm not looking back. I'm not going to stay where I'm at. I'm going to keep on moving forward. I knew the opportunity that was in front of me was fantastic. I knew it wasn't a get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that. I knew what it was going to take in order for me to become successful. And that's just saying I'm grabbing hold of this opportunity. Nothing's going to be given to me. I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to work my tail off each and every day. I know if I do that, I'm going to have success. And the belief that Retriever showed in me and the belief that Brian Campstra showed in me was incredible. And I thank God for Brian Campstra. I thank God for Retriever Merchant Solutions because it's allowed me to have that awesome second chance. And I know that's true for many of you that are out there. You might be brand new starting out and say, man, I'm about as low as can be too, or I'm struggling right now. I'm at a crossroads. I need to make something happen. I'm going to encourage you and just tell you, don't give up. Today's the beginning of the rest of your amazing, awesome life. Just go for it. Take advantage of the opportunity and don't look back. No excuses, just go for it. So I shared that, and I shared that with everybody from where I was then and where I am today. And it's not about money. The money's great, all that's fantastic, but it's about life. I'm excited about life. I'm excited about the opportunities, and I'm so grateful. And that's the first thing that we talked about. Being a star. You want to become a star. What's it going to take to become a star? The first thing that I talked about is give thanks. Stars give thanks. When you wake up in the morning, this is my assignment for you. I want you to take the shoes that you're going to wear the next day, and I want you to put them underneath your bed. And then when the morning comes around and you're looking for your shoes, you're going to say, oh yeah, Rich Norton told me about that. My shoes are underneath my bed. So you're going to go and you're going to kneel down. You're going to look for those shoes. While you are knelt down, you following me? This is where you start giving thanks. The best way to start your day is on your knees, giving thanks and glory to God. And there's always, always something to be thankful for. Give thanks for if you're married, for your spouse, for your children, for your family, for the opportunities. Thankful that you're living in America. Thank you for breath. Just simple things to be thankful for, because so many people focus on the negative, and I'm asking you, what are you focusing on? If you're focusing on things that you're not grateful for, or if you don't have that attitude of gratitude, it's time to change the focus. Have the attitude of gratitude. Focus on the positive. There's always, always something to be thankful for. Be thankful for the trials that you go through. Now you say, what are you talking about? Be thankful for the challenges, because that's helping build your character and helping you to become a better person. The next thing that we talked about was believe. And we talked about this in many, many shows. As Michelle Urso says, #believe. That's her word. Believe. Do you absolutely believe that you have the ability to become a top performer? I equate what we do to sports. When the Super Bowl comes around and whoever wins the Super Bowl at the end, they may ask them, did you think you were going to win the Super Bowl? And that's a crazy question. They're not going to say, no, I can't believe we're here. That's unbelievable. No, they believed that they were going to become Super Bowl champions. They didn't just believe it then. They started believing at the beginning of the year during training camp. They believed that they were going to be Super Bowl champions. And they conceived it, they achieved it because they believed it. Believe in yourself, believe that you have the ability to become a top performer. And then the next thing that we talked about was decide. It all boils down to making the decision. The decision to have a great day is made when you get up in the morning. The decision to have a great year is made right now. The decision to have a great week is made right now. It just doesn't happen. You have to decide that you're going to be successful. You have to decide that you're going to do whatever it takes to become successful. It's the WIT program. Whatever it takes. You're deciding that. Not the nitwit program, all right? That's the not into whatever it takes. So you're getting with the WIT program. I am deciding that I'm going to do whatever it takes to become successful. So you give thanks, you believe, you decide, and then right after that, it boils down to commitment. So your next step is you are commit. You have to commit to becoming successful. And what does that mean? That means it's not going to be easy. There are going to be days where you'll have struggles. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be difficulties along the way. But no matter what happens, your attitude is, I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to quit. I am committed to the cause. I'm going to be persistent and I'm going to be consistent. I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to give up. There will be difficulties. There will be obstacles. There will be challenges. I am committed 1,000% to becoming successful. There is no other way. I'm not trying to do this because sometimes people will say, well, I'm going to give it the old college try. And then when something goes wrong, they say, well, at least I tried. Ain't nothing like that at all. Okay, there's no try. You just do. I think that came out of Star Wars. But you just do it. You just go for it. You do it. You commit to doing whatever it takes to become successful. You're not looking back. You're not looking in the rearview mirror. Never ever look back. Just keep going. Just keep marching forward. So you give thanks, you believe, you decide, and you commit. And then I closed it by saying this. What do stars do? We are going to arise and shine. That's our theme. What is your theme for 2019? My theme is arise and shine in 2019. You got that? That's a great catchy phrase right there. So all of you out there watching the show and all of you that were at the summit, repeat that with me. What is my theme this year? Arise and shine in 2019. Isn't that great? Arise and shine in 2019. Everybody stood up and they were pumped up and they were fired up and they all said it together. What are we going to do in this year? We're going to arise and shine in 2019. What a great way to close our fantastic summit, and what a great way to start this year off with that mentality. You just give thanks, you believe, you decide, you commit, and then you arise and shine in 2019. At the end of that meeting, what we did, it was very powerful. We all stood up, and I said, grab your retriever family's hands. And everybody grabbed hands all around that room, well over 100 people, and they said a prayer with me. And we committed our lives, and we committed our company, we committed our group, we committed everything to God. And we said, this is all in your hands, and may you get all the glory. And we decided that we, along with God, were going to let that glory shine upon us, and we were going to let our light shine. We talked about We are blessed to be a blessing. And during that prayer, one of the things that I said is no matter who we meet in life, doesn't matter if it's a president of the company or someone that's cleaning the toilet bowls, we're going to treat every one of them with respect, and they're going to see our light shine, and their life is going to be better, and their day is going to be better just because they had an encounter with us. What a great way to go throughout the day, and that was absolutely fantastic. So commit to that. What are we going to do? We are going to arise and shine in 2019. That's our theme, Arise and Shine in 2019. So I'm excited. Fantastic to share that again. It's wonderful, and I hope you take that in, and I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing month, and an amazing rest of the year. And remember, every day that you get up, every time you wake up in the morning and you can put your feet on the ground and you can breathe there, that's a gift. Never, ever take that for granted. It's a gift from God. Now the question is, what are you going to do with that day? That's entirely up to you. You make that choice. Make that choice, because that's your gift back to God. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time on RMS Sales Training and Inspiration.